Hello, everybody. So I'm just jumping on here live to talk about today's Apple WWD2024 2-hour conference that they streamed on YouTube. There's a lot of stuff coming. A lot of it is coming in fall, but I just wanted to break it down for people like me and you who are like Apple enthusiasts, and also who use Apple or software for their business or for their real estate, and they're just there every day. So there was a lot of things that they updated. They went through, it was about a 2-hour conference, and so I sort of broke it down into the parts that I felt was interesting for me, and definitely I think you guys would like some of the updates that are coming. And so just to give you a highlight from that, so you don't have to go and watch the whole 2-hour presentation, and I'm just gonna break it down into very simple, everyday girl kind of what to look forward to in fall. So all of this is coming up in fall. All right, let's get into it. I kind of put together like this map to kind of like break it down even for myself, the Apple platform, because I think it can be a little bit confusing, the Apple platform. So let's take a look at the areas that they talked about, okay? Let me pull this up on my screen. Okay, so on the WWD24, Apple talked about 6 of their frameworks, the Vision OS, which is the this product. Oh. And they also talked about the iOS. They talked about the TV iOS, which is part of their audio and home. They talked about the Watch OS. There's updates for the iPad OS, and there's updates for the Mac OS. So I'm not going to go through all of it today because it's quite a bit of information, but I'm going to do the iOS update that's coming in the fall. And also I'll probably do the Mac OS update that's coming in the fall if we have time. But the iPad iOS and the Watch iOS is also, and the Vision iOS. I don't have a Vision Pro, so it's not something that's very interesting to me, and I don't think a lot of people have Vision Pros just because it's super expensive right now. It's probably like $4,000, but there's a lot of things that you can do right now even if you don't have a Vision Pro, but I'll talk a little bit and touch on those topics. Okay, let's see what's coming up on our phones. They talked about the iOS 18 that's coming in the fall, and what are some of the updates. So some of the updates that I'm looking forward to is, well, let's just kind of talk about what they had on the list of updates. There's a home screen customization. So you can now customize and arrange the apps on your home screen. So in your phone now you can do something like all these different sort of styles. So you can customize the buttons, your app icons, you can make them different colors, you can reposition them. So like this one, they made it all red, and and then, you know, just fun stuff. I mean, I don't think this is a game changer for me. It's just sort of seems like a really nice to have, that you would be able to customize your home screen. So Apple updated the photo app, and they've done such great things with it. Designer or content creator, I have so many photographs, and so it's very when you have so many photographs, finding the ones you want, referencing what you want, it's just very hard to navigate. And so this is a welcomed feature. You can get more organized, and it's going to be easier to find your photos. They have a few features, more filter options, something called collections. So now you can organize your pictures into different collections, including trips and recent days. I'm going to show you what they say, but you can also group things by people and pets. You can also reorder the collection. So that's a huge and hugely anticipated feature, that's something that I'm looking for. This is what they say about that feature. Take a look.
And is gorgeous, feels familiar, and it puts everything you want right at your fingertips. The app has been unified into a single view with the photo grid at the top and your library organized by theme below. The photo grid is a great place to view your entire library. When you want to quickly jump back to specific dates, you can use months and years views at the bottom. I have a lot in my library.
So that's awesome. Now you have this new photo grid, and then you have filters at the bottom to organize it.
It's great that this filter button lets me quickly narrow it down to specific types of content.
Yeah, so this is a great feature as well. If you see here, you can filter it by like, zoom in, zoom out, the aspect, grid ratio, and screenshots.
Screenshots to enjoy my photos clutter-free.
I love that feature. I think that's a feature I'm going to use a lot, especially now your library is going to be, you can customize the library or categorize the library so that you can see and find your photographs easy. Let's listen to what else they're going to do.
We know that it can be tough to keep our ever-growing libraries organized, so we've built on the amazing intelligence in the Photos app and created a space below the grid that makes it easy to access the photos that you care about most. We call these collections. With collections, you can browse by topics like time, people, my favorite memories, new ones like trips, and more.
Yeah, so that's awesome that you can categorize your pictures into these types of collections.
Go back and check out Recent Days. Recent Days organizes photos by each day with clutter, like receipts filtered out. Here are my photos from earlier today. You'll see an auto-playing view of all the photos at the top. I can swipe between days like this to see my hike yesterday. I can view the photos as a beautiful collage, and I can share the whole collection with just a tap right here. When I want
Now, that's awesome.
to find a specific person in my library, I head to People and Pets.
I like this new category, people and pets. It also goes to show that pets are very much part of people's families. So it's no longer just about people, but it can sort through the different pets in your life. Because a lot of times people want to show pictures of their dogs or their cats.
And it now includes my favorite groups of people for the first time.
I like this feature, groups of people, because I think it's yeah, I like that it can do it probably does facial recognition and then groups people. So if you're looking for your picture of your child from the birthday or something like that, this is a great feature.
Me with my husband, Don, and with my best friends. The new trip section gathers all your memorable adventures in one place. I love that they autoplay, so I can remember my trips while I browse.
I love this. You know, when you go, I would also think this works through geolocation. So probably once your phone is in a certain place, it figures out that this is a trip. It's different from where you normally go. So it recognizes and categorizes it as a trip.
You can quickly jump back in time and revisit a trip, like this one to Patagonia in 2021. Since everyone's photo library is unique, Photos is now customizable, so you can elevate the topics that are most important to you. You can reorder collections to put them in the order you like. I've put pinned collections right here. It's where I can.
I like that feature of pinned collections. Sometimes when I work on projects, I like to have those pictures sort of grouped and kept together so I can easily get to it. So I think this is a great feature.
Things I access frequently, like favorites, photos I've recently saved, the places I've been, and even an album of my favorite climbs. And we have one more new space to make the Photos app your very own and enjoy your best moments. If you swipe right from the grid, you'll find the new carousel, which highlights your best content in a beautiful poster-like view. Photos you've marked as favorites are here, and so are featured photos, surfaced by the app. And you can customize this too. Here, I've added a favorite trip to Crater Lake. Each day, the carousel surprises you with a new set of photos to enjoy for each of these. And that's a quick peek at the new Photos app. Now back to you, Craig.
Yeah, I think that's awesome. I'm looking forward to the new Photos app from Apple. What do you guys think? So this is all coming in the fall. If you like this video and you want me to go through the 2 hour presentation, leave a comment and I will be making some more just because I already did some, but I can go more in depth. We won't have access to this until the fall. They've updated notes. They've updated mail. I don't use Apple Mail, but I think I want to just kind of see what it is that they've done and see if that's going to be something interesting to us. Please do subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to grow as a content creator, and okay, my videos are not yet perfect. I'm working on it, but I do appreciate all those who watch and subscribe. Thank you so much. Little side note, I really like what this lady is wearing. And I also appreciate that she's pregnant because, it's nice to see engineers that are women that are also having babies and that they don't have that, yeah, I like seeing that because when I used to work in technology, technology was the best job for me as a single mother. I was able to um, take care of my kid and have a really good salary. So it's good to see women in technology, um, mothers, right? Especially in this in Apple, where the majority of the key figures are male and men. So I'm I'm happy to see this lady who's working on Photos app, one of my favorite Apple apps. What do you guys think? It's nice to see women at Apple. It would be great to see a, a Black woman in one of these developer keynote sessions, but maybe there has been. If there has been, let me know. I'll go watch it.